All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Yaris Bell, Barber, and Darky35. Thank you for jumping in right quick. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to all the drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, the truck driver, the taxi driver, the round-the-town delivery food driver, delivery drivers, the long-distance over-the-road truck drivers. Shout out to them especially. Shout out to my brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Troy, go on, do your thing. Continue to keep it positive, my brother. I hope all is well. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That part. You just don't want just a little bit of good for them. You want the same good that you want for yourself. You want that good for others. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Welcome this morning. Let me shout out about the first 10 people as I normally do. Before we get into this one, George Wright and George Wright and his lady, stand by your man. Do it, Miguel. Some say Yamhead. Shout out to Yaris Bell Barber, Darky35, and I'm an Inspire. Shout out to Rogine Dillon. Shout out to Doc65, Andre Sims, Chumis Paris, Guyanese Dog. Good morning. Darlene Walter Riley, shout out Lisa Watkins, Marcia Walters, Sexy Body, Darlene Walter Riley, Hamila Thomas, Karen Roberts, and Natalie, Alicia Godfrey. Shout out and thank you for being here this morning. One more. There we go. 101. All right, let's get into this. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope all is well. I hope you had a safe weekend, and I hope you are in one piece heading back to work this morning. All right. Shensi a demon, Jesus Christ. How did that come from now? Lemon ice, I want him. This is what Shensi a do. Mr. Shensi a demon. First thing we see on the screen, Shensi a demon. Good morning. Here we are. I had a wonderful weekend and I hope you did as well. Watch out. I saw this, just the picture alone. Shout out to the Jamaica Gleaner for this one. So just the picture alone. We have to run the back story, because a lot of you might not understand what's going on here. You might see the topic and say, SouFLo go live, I got tune in. But you might have missed the original story, well, that led up to this. So, you know, something I got fill you in. All right. Now, here is the picture. The picture alone is the first time a lot of people are actually seeing this lady's face. All right. Everybody always wanted to see her face. I wish she looked like what, because the video was grainy when she did that technique, the kuf kaf question, when he was beaten. Just look at the picture. So here she is on on the front of the Gleaner. Yes. Is a good looking sister too, you know. Good looking woman. Did they take big coffins from sources? Embattled couple to tie the knot. Right? No comment. So on the job, but still listening. Triple F, big up yourself. Thank you for tuning in. And Sash, good morning. Listen, okay. So remember when this story broke? This is, first of all, this is a politician, a member of parliament, a sitting member of parliament. Okay. When the story broke, for those of you who don't know, it was a video that came out, a CCTV video of in a parking space, a driveway. Couple of vehicles were parked there, and there was this man on camera dragging this lady, beating her over the head. She looked like she get some uppercut to another thing and a couple belly thump and thing, and she was like just trying to defend herself. It's not funny, but it's funny. We take serious thing, make jokes. So I don't want anybody to say, how can you be laughing at, you know, oh my God, SouFLo, you're laughing at a woman getting beaten. You know, someone will get extra and then start trying to pick argument with me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because obviously, this lady is one of those ladies which I'm about to talk about. So We saw the CCTV video, we saw the pictures, we saw everything like that, and I covered that story. How could a member of parliament beat his woman on camera? People, it wasn't no little push her. It wasn't like push her. It wasn't like, hey, girl, you hear me say, you know, one of them that it wasn't one of them. It wasn't one of those. She got coffins. She got a proper beating. She got a beating from one side of the vehicle all the way around to the other side of the vehicle, back to the next side. A whole heap of beating that. And then she went in the vehicle and came back up. The woman get beat on camera here. So what ended up happening after that was they were supposed to file a formal report. All right. The media went into an uproar. You know, you had the advocates for violence against women that were saying, oh, hell no. This is a perfect example right here of why Jamaica is the way it is. Nobody in high positions are held accountable when they do the most flagrant things. Even if they do it out in the public, they still get away with it. So enough people were on that side. Then, of course, there were other people who were saying, leave the people them business alone. Let them fight it out if they want to fight it out and, and all these things. Some people were running to her rescue and were saying that, hey, some victims, you know, they suffer from Stockholm syndrome. They get beaten and they fall in love with the beater. They get abused and they fall in love with their abuser. It's like somebody kidnap you and you end up fall in love with the kidnapper. And the kidnapper is saying, I'm letting you go now. Go back to where you come from. And you're like, I don't want to leave. Like, I love you. I'm just going to lay right here. You know? So, on both sides of the fence, this one made splashed all over the frontline news. The politician, George Wright, he took some time off. Again, people were on that. Also, you just beat the woman and then take time off, 30 days paid leave, get the people's money, a paycheck anyways, go on about your business. There were other people that were saying, hey, George has his money. It's not a politician thing for him where the money is concerned. The man own him hardware business and this business and that business and well invested kind of man. See? And of course, you know, some of us were saying she got to take the beating because of his status. And you know, in Jamaica, your status is your salary. Your status is your position. That's why when they do stories, they'll say stuff like Jeremy Jones, a 32-year-old cook or a 32-year-old chef from Sheffield, Westmoreland, or Kim Fields, a 26-year-old hairdresser from something. They always list what it is you do. And as soon as they list what it is you do, it's a common thing. You are judged automatically. Jeremy Jones, 32-year-old cook, beat up him girlfriend. I'm going to say, am I cook? Well, him probably don't have that much sense anyway. If they say something like a 44-year-old attorney, Timon Bell, people are gonna say, oh, so he's an attorney. Well, he's probably very intelligent and he probably have money, and you know, me that probably stay with him too if he never licked me so hard and these kind of things. Anyhow, this is one of the ones that I when I saw the headline first, I thought it was a joke. Someone just save it. But then I went and read the story. All right. They're a source close to them. Let's get that clear first of all. It's not George Wright that come out and said, I am getting married. As a matter of fact, he hasn't commented on the thing. But I think she has. And he basically is just an article. The article says somebody close to the source. Now, they would have said, hey, take that out of the paper, please. That's not, we're not getting married. That's nothing. They haven't refuted it. So the story is running. So at this point, it seems like George Wright, boy, when you have money, you know, and when you have position of power, you know, it's a hell of a thing for a lot of women, you know. I tell women this all the time. I say, men, boy, all of them are 60 and 17 can still pull in a little 30-year-old, a little 20-year-old. Him can still, a woman is going to want to be around him. It don't matter if him wheeling or work no more. It don't matter if him quail up on him body, shrivel up. If money is there and status is there, a woman is there also. Our women are there also. And I just saw the thing up. One will leave, 4 more will come. Especially if the situation look comfortable. Now, in a female life, situation must be really comfortable for her. for her to be able to take that beating publicly and then now come front page about married. To her defense, in sickness and in health, till death do us part, that vow, marriage is a state of mind. So if you're already married to the person with no papers yet, but you're already married mentally, and you're somebody said no. Cynthia said no. SouFlo, don't even go there. Don't even try. Listen, man. I'm gonna air it out for you on fair side. Somebody said she cray. Look. In sickness and in health, till death do us part. Let me sip like a mint tea there. Till death do us part. If you have somebody that's dedicated to you like that, before you even walk down the aisle, isn't that a sign that you should walk down the aisle with this person? Because this person is willing to go there. Them already, I show you, say, they're here for the long haul. Like, no matter what you do, me nah leave you. Isn't that what people look for in a relationship? You want somebody who you know, so no matter what, them not leaving. Nobody wants to feel like, oh, I'm with somebody that's going to leave me at any minute or could that, you know? So I guess, and then there are these women who say, hey, the little beating something we're going the other day, you beat me out in a public now, you know, you used to choke me inside and box me up on these things, and it never went public, but you beat me in public now, so the whole country see it now, and it's embarrassing. And him say, you know, and drive up in an expensive car to her secret location, her hideout, because after the beating, she left and run to hide, but he found her. So him drive up in the luxury car, which reminds her instantly of how cushy the house is, back where she just run away from. And the beating start to fade. You know, she think, man, I want to lay down on my couch and turn on my TV and spread out in the big guy van and these things. So, and then drive the luxury car, and some women are motivated by that. Anyhow, he found her, talked some nice things to her. Some of these women will tell you stuff like, listen, I'll be back with you, but it's a church woman. It's a church woman. The Bible says forgive, how much time is that? 70 times 7 or something like that. So she hasn't reached that number yet. So she'll continue to forgive. All I want from you, George, is for you to go to church. Give your life to the Lord. Listen, come to church with me every Sunday. And all I want from you, go to church with me. Give your life to the Lord. That way we know, say, you are serious about this. You're not going to do it again. Give your life to the Lord. Come to church with me. Can I tell you, so somebody did try that with me? I never beat her though, but somebody did try that with me. If you can imagine a black woman tell you, say, I know, like, we were going through a big old drawn out something, you know, the thing was just falling apart. It was one of them stages there. For those of you who've been through hell in a relationship before and then watch the relationship go all the way down, you understand this right here. So one did try that with me, and she actually said, I said, what do I have to do for the relationship to work? Because, you know, me don't have picnic in a relationship already, and I'm trying to save it. If for nothing, it's for my children's sake. Now, enough people say don't ever do that. Don't save no relationship for no children's sake. Well, I think kind of differently. If children are involved, that's when you should pull all the stops out, right? Because at the end of the day, the mindset is you're trying to give these children stability, trying to have them grow up in, you know, balance, man and woman inside of the same house, mommy and daddy. But we have to work our issues out as parents. So anyway, the relationship did tear up, mash up, and we are going separate ways already. I'm already not in the house no more, all that. So she come now and she said, listen, the only way I will be with you, I swear to God, this is on SouFLoTV's life. The only way I will be with you is if you go to church. I say, same way my brother and bring up, but I'm listening. You go to church, you give your life to the Lord, and you start worshiping God. I'm gonna say, so right away, check this out. Right away, I said, worshiping God, go to church. First of all, you know I don't go to church, right? I was raised in the church, but I don't go to church. So she go on me, drag me go church every Sunday. This is for her forgiveness. I think about it a little bit. She pull out her phone. When I asked her, I said, pray to God, worship God, which God? Give my life to God. She, no lie, she pull out her phone. You know that same picture that I hate so much, the one that all the black churches have up in it, the same picture that everybody see it and say, oh, it's Jesus that. A white man with his stringy blonde hair, and he's in the white robe with, my granny have one of the picture of them in our house to this day. So y'all know what picture I'm talking about, right? And this was her deal. If I started worshiping this man, which is to her was Jesus, and go to church with her every Sunday and everything, she will mend the relationship back together or put effort into bringing it back together. Yo, me cut like a sharp razor blade. You have a dull razor blade, regular razor blade cutting up, but you see when me cut like a sharp razor blade from now on. Just the insult alone. Just the insult alone. To look at me as a black man and think you're a black woman too, and the only way you would stay with me is if I started to worship a white man. I'd be a madness. So I don't know if she did understand them thing upon them level there, but I was with her long enough to impart some teachings. Yeah, as a sister woman have natural up herself, and she did it. She did it. She was following my thing. Cause me did have dreadlocks them time there, and you know I was into my Marcus Garvey teachings, and I was into my so on and so forth. So for her to flip it and tell me that that's what I had to do to be with her, my cut man. But anyhow, this whole George Wright situation right here, it could probably very well be something like that. She told him, I will stay with you, but the only way I'm staying with you is if you go to church. It was made public in the newspaper in Jamaica. George Wright started going to church and was giving his life to the Lord. So, and that was shortly after the beating. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, he was just going to church and doing that so he wouldn't get prosecuted. Not really, because they couldn't prosecute him. It's just so Jamaica law is set up. If she does not come and give a formal complaint, and then him come and give a formal complaint, there is no case. And that's exactly what they printed in the paper. So from this point forward, so it's in that paper, and from this point forward, this is where it ends, as far as law enforcement involvement goes. So they were out the clear. They were out the clear, but I don't think they need to change. But they were out the clear. Out in the clear. They were good. Judge don't have no prosecution coming his way. The only thing he has to worry about now is public image. Because when it comes time to vote, even though you might not go to jail, you might lose your position as an MP, a member of parliament. You know, so in Jamaica, to be a member of parliament, that is a prestigious position. That is a high position. That's one of them positions that where people look for you and say, yo, that man, they are big man, you know. Yeah, man, a parliament, them man, they work, a member of parliament, a sitting member of parliament, that, you know, and you drive your big vehicle with your special license plate and these things. And so it's huge. It's a huge status in the island of Jamaica. Enough woman would do almost anything to be with a member of parliament, so to speak, right? Because of all that comes with it. Anyhow, the comment section has me dying. Embattled politician George Wright is to tie the knot with his lady love, Tanisha Sai, in coming weeks. Sources close to the independent member of parliament for Central Westmoreland have told the Sunday Gleaner. Now, he has done some good things in the meantime. You hear him secure a multi-million-dollar contract for his constituency. This is right after the beating. Them try to kick him out of parliament, them kick him off of the bench of the party that he represented, which was the JLP. So JLP, Andrew Holness party, separated themselves from him. He resigned, and everybody said, yes, him resign, justice, because a member of parliament should not be seen on video beating his woman in public and then be allowed to keep his seat. So George threw us a curveball. My grandfather used to show me off a bowl of cricket ball and a spinners. You bowl the spinners like this when you put the two finger them over the top, so fold the bottom, and it does something to the ball when you let it go, and the ball spin in ball. We are spinners. See, he came out front page again. George Wright has resigned. Tell me, read the fine print. The fine print where he resigned from the JLP. He didn't resign from his position as a member of parliament. He resigned from the JLP, separated himself, because a lot of people were saying, okay, Andrew Holness, come on now. We know you're blind to the murder rate. We know you cuss out people every time them criticize you about how much you're not doing, blah, blah, about this and about that. We know that you kind of walk around like this, but this one you can't ignore. This is a member of parliament from your party who you ran on the campaign trail with and endorsed fully to hold this seat. So now that he is seen beating a woman on camera, and I don't know one, and it wasn't a push, it was a proper beating people. It was a beating with a stool. At one point, it went from fisticuffs to a stool, an actual stool, a little stool. Him have the stool, I cuff up the woman with the stool. So please, Mr. Holmes, say something. Andrew didn't say a word. Him push out his wife, and his wife came out and said something like this. All violence matters. Stop making it about, basically stop making it about domestic violence or about man to woman violence. All violence matters, is what she said, as a woman, as the Prime Minister's wife, as a member of his party as well. And we are saying, well, what she talk about? Like, is she not going to address what just happened with George Wright, an MP from Fidem? So there was a lot of pressure on him to get out of that, or to get out of politics, period. The man said, come, make me read the fine print. I can resign from the JLP and still hold my position as an independent. Oh, so I'm not have to lose my work then. I'm not have to lose my position then. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I am writing a letter of resignation. Everybody say, yes, I'm resign from politics, I'm gone. From the JLP, I will now be an independent. And listen. The man find a way. Okay, he found a way to still keep everything that he had, even though all that come out on tape. So, and I can't even fault him for that, because if I was in the same position, you don't know, I know. You don't know. Never say never. I'm trying my best, not ever, but never say never. You know? You don't know what made George kick off that day there. Sometimes you're emotionally invested and you just find out a thing now. What happened to the story, the backstory behind that? Let me stir up the answers a little bit. What happened to the backstory behind that? Melchizedek, manners and respect, thank you. I appreciate you greatly. The backstory behind that was that the lady have a daughter. And the underage daughter, George Wright, was supposed to take her. Now, listen, let me say this before I say the backstory, because we covered this before. This is not me telling you this. I am not confirming this. I have not confirmed this. This is just loose argument, loose talk, but it was a part of the story. The backstory was that the lady has a daughter and George is her, you know, I'm play the stepdaddy role kind of thing. She tell him, say, yo, the kid, you know, she's going to school online and she needs a computer to do her online schooling thing. So him say, all right, allegedly. Thank you, babe. Brent change up her name. I'm wearing her hat this morning, by the way. You can take her from over here. Yeah, she changed up her name to Shakira Sphere. So anyway, allegedly, don't mix me. I'm telling y'all right now, this was not confirmed. I don't want anybody put it out there and say, yes, I true, because SouFLoTV have it over there. Me I tell you, say, molest off the little girl. Don't do it. This is what was the streets was saying per se. And you know how I do with those. I let you know double down that this, if it's confirmed, I'm going to tell you This is real. It's confirmed. I looked here. I found it here. Then we went over there. So me clear up before me go any further. All right. She have a daughter. Our little underage daughter is going to school. You know, Corona broke. Corona came out and is here to stay with us, apparently. So I don't want to think. Anyway, is here to stay with us, apparently. And she said to him, the girl is going to school. She need a computer. She need a new computer because our computer, I don't know, something wrong with it, whatever. He said, yes, I'll take her. So the little girl get dressed and go with him, and he in his vehicle, and they went to go drive out to go get what it is that she needed. When they got to the store, the people them said it cost this much, bam, bam, bam. Him said, I'm gonna go. I don't know if something about the credit card machine now work or something, but him said me I gotta go at the bank, go take out the money and come back and pay for the stuff. The little girl said, okay, this is the one that I want. And so me here enough. I don't know how them get all them details then. So anyhow, he was supposed to drive from that store to the bank to get out the money to buy the little girl or something. Them say him take a turn and drive go up a one place, run a one part, and then started trying to have relations with the little girl. The young lady, the little girl, me call them little girl, you know, because me have big picnic, so anything younger than my son is a picnic, is a little girl. So the little girl called her mom on the phone, and her mom allegedly, all over it, allegedly beginning to end, allegedly, the little girl called her mom and said, this is what's happening. Her mom said, don't go back in the vehicle with him. Take a public transportation home. And Ray. All right, so the little girl took the public transportation home. She went to go confront him about the situation, and that is what we caught on tape. When she went to go confront him, either try to sleep with her, something, you know, it's probably some, hey, are we are talk to? Like, hey, yeah, what kind of accusation them? And she hold on upon him like, you know, must give her an uppercut and she dizzy and she grab him clothes and he's like, oh, yeah, try fight me. And start beat her up and that's what we saw. We saw the beat up part on the tape. We don't know how they got to the beat up part. All I'm saying is sometimes things happen where you can't explain why this person put hands on the other person. So maybe she did go there first and slap him in the lights and say, yo, I'm a daughter, believe my daughter. But you know, money quiets all things. Positions of power quiets all things when you're dealing with people who want to participate in that. If that is so, because that came out like publicly, big, and then went under the carpet really quickly. And that was overshadowed by they're in church together now. He's about to give his life to the Lord now. Sincerely apologized, going for counseling, working it out, took a vacation to deal with personal matters, back now, and his marriage. But nobody now talk about that. So I'm gonna do some more digging, and I'm gonna see where that story went. I have a link to a link to a link, so I'm gonna try to see where did that story go? Why did it disappear so quickly? Why wasn't it refuted even? Like it, no, they didn't even second mention it. Listen, don't call my name or anything like that. That's not true. Here's the little girl. Speak to her. She'll tell you nothing goes up. People are making stuff up. You know, nothing never come out that. It just whoop, sweep under the rug. And now going to church. They made that public front page. Going to church together. Going for counseling. They made that public front page. Taking some time off to deal with personal matters. Some people saying shouldn't get no time off. I fired him to get fired. Again, he's not an idiot. He go for the paper. He says, see that? Having worked this much time in this much position and spent this much that, you qualify for this much time off with pay. I said them give him time off. Couldn't do nothing about that. He took his time off. He's back now. Marriage. Him and the mother get married. Sandra Ellis says, if Mrs. Wright to be feels that marriage is the answer, who am I? Right there. Right. Hit the nail on the head. You know, sometimes you're out here and you advocate for them. Me tell the woman, say run. I say, lady, run. If the man even raise him hand like this and make you feel like say, any man go take for yourself. Man, he can talk, you know. He's human. He can talk, and if he get emotional and he want to talk loud and fine. You see, once you see any kind of flex, me tell her that she gone back anyway. She not only did he flexed and nearly broke up her parts. She get all kind of buffings, and she went back. Who am I to say anything after that? These are grown people. Funny enough, these situations, when they end badly in the end, you know, when you're in it and you're telling them, listen, I'm from the outside looking in, you need to leave, this is not good for you. That man, you're going to end up doing something even worse down the road, blah, blah, blah. People will tell you, come out to the people in business, leave the people them alone, let the people them live their life. Why are you all up in their personal issues? It's public. Everybody see it. It's no longer your business. Once you let your business spill out into public, it's no longer your business, everybody's business now. Especially given who he is, a sitting member of parliament, right? And especially given the climate in Jamaica as far as how the women them are getting treated. I don't know if y'all noticed, for the whole week, it's been a week now that I have covered a Jamaican story per se. You notice that? Did y'all also notice that every day, not Jamaican stuff, 100,000 plus views every 24 hours for the last 7 days. 6,000 new subscribers gained in the last 7 days on SouFLoTV. I have my notification set on for Jamaica news on both phones, and anytime any news come up, right, I'm not just read the news. I then go to the chat room. I then go to another brother chat room who has more stuff than even my chat room. And him invite me to him chat room because he's also a subscriber here, right? All I see is murder. Like Jamaican news, it really feel good to like break away from it and just talk about something else for a whole week straight. And I know there are audience members who are saying, SouFlo, you know, said this go on. How come you never covered this story? Or you never covered that double murder story? One next double murder happened after that double murder story. And the pictures are there and everything. And I'm just not do it. I'll get back to it though, because my goal is to shine a light on certain things that are happening on a bigger level so that those who are responsible, to include the people, them should watch the videos and be ashamed of themselves. Government officials who are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they should also tighten up and get in there. You know, I don't blame just government. I'm not one of those people. Everybody plays their part. Everybody plays their part. I said this before. If a plane drop over Jamaica and the plane drop 5,000 guns out of it with 50,000 rounds of ammunition, if the people in Jamaica's mindset is that my life, my brother's and my sister's life, which is your neighbor, are worth more than anything here, and we're not going to murder each other no matter how poor we be, no matter how destitute we be, we're going to instead work together to build ourselves. If the people them ever have that mindset, that whole heap of gun and bullet would drop, there would just be guns and bullets in a pile. But the people have a mindset of abuse towards each other. So with that and the other stuff added, an abusive mindset towards your own, no care for life towards your own, and then somebody put a gun in your hand in a place where there's very little accountability and the punishment for doing such thing is like almost nothing. All kinds of stuff about to go on. So I have another agenda for covering those stories. See? George Wright getting married to this woman though. Me can't fight for the woman if she don't want to fight for herself. And that's what I really want to say that to you. Like, we cannot fight for people who don't want to fight for themselves. If the man is beating the woman and the woman feel like so she can handle the beating, I don't know, she's probably tough. She's probably tough. She probably grew up getting beaten, and the kind of beating that he give her, she like, "Chuck, this a light work. This a light work compared to what my daddy used to do me, or compared to what my grandfather used to do me, or granny used to beat me with a donkey rope and sitting. Him just give me 2 little coffins. That's not nothing. And all that comes with it, it's worth it. You know, someone said, watching George Wright and this lady gives you a proper insight to the dynamics of the relationship of most Jamaican couples. Dysfunctional love. Let me let you have full access to the bank account. Let me let you drive the special occasion car and promise that he wouldn't hit you again, huh? Another person said, I honestly feel sorry for her. Whatever she realized, whether she realized it or not, she is of unsound mind. She is committing herself to a man that beat her like a piñata in public and must do much more worse in private. Poor thing. She need an intervention. Now, this article has thousands of comments. Thousands. And this article, the comments, I haven't found one comment yet that says, you know, me I ride with her or not. Lady, I mean, this probably don't mean nothing to her. She's probably restricted from social media. Or she's probably restricted herself from social media. She probably have one of them things that she have to, what she want to watch on social media, she have to watch it like this, and if she see my come, she have to hurry up and change it to the kids channel. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And I know that she'd watch. I don't know. Somebody said Puppy Show and her gang. Other people are saying that she is Yam Head and him is Yam Root. People are saying because she kept silent, he is repaying her with a ring. That's why it's best to leave people business alone, says Chocolate Fit. Shania 5 says, see people business and leave it alone. Hallelujah. Papi, show them. Them have them young. Hallelujah. See people business. What other song they go again? I want a song from back in the day. See people business. Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Well, you know, remember that song there? Leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own. Sometimes you're jumping at people things, you see, and you're speaking on behalf of the one that you think is the victim. And next thing you know, the victim that want to victimize you to speak. They ask if you speak on my behalf. You can't represent me. Me can represent myself. I am fine with what is going on. It might not be the ideal situation for you, but it works for me. So I want to lick them like them not hurt. It's a stool him did I beat you with. Hello. You all right? Knock the left side up this one and see if you're good. Mind your business. Come out of my life. Leave me alone. So, hey, the message is loud and clear. Okay? The message is loud and clear. You know, you have some woman who genuinely, now we can talk all day about how them became like that, but genuinely want a man that is aggressive in this manner. She has business about nothing else. He has to be able to argue with her every day. And it has to escalate to the point where we feel like we want to fight each other, Hey, girl. And when him say, hey, girl, I think you know to girl, her heart flutters. She's like, yes, him love me. Emotionally worked up. Ooh, that's turning me on. And them really like that. They really like that. You have some women that are like that. Like if the man will choke her once a week or drag off her clothes and thump her in her back of her head, don't hit my face because I have to go work in the morning. Thump me somewhere where nobody can see it. Thump her in her back of her head and she can comb down her weave over it and go about her business. God, you thump me hard last night. I love the man, man. Crazy dysfunction. Crazy rotted dysfunction. So there are women like that, that genuinely, some women won't admit it though. That's the thing. Some women won't admit it, but they will stay in these situations and they will put work. You know, when you're in a relationship, you put in work, right? You're either working towards A or B. You're either working towards the growth and development of your relationship, or you're working towards the stagnation and probably eventually the death of that relationship. I just saw being in a relationship go. There is no in between. The work you're putting in, you're either working towards its growth and development, or you're working towards its stagnation and its death. Okay? Some people will stay in a relationship like that. Some women will purposely stay in a relationship and purposely stagnate it and purposely make it a situation where, because that's what her soul desires. That's what, and who are we? Who are we? When I speak, may I speak for the victim, them, the real victims, because after you reach certain age, then, and you have choices, then I can't speak for you no more. You grown. You choose that for yourself? Okay. I see people in India choose for poor. Them have one, some kind of festival. They take a piece of wrought iron. I don't know if y'all ever seen these videos. And then bore through one side of them face up, but all the way through, bust them jaw, through them mouth, next side, and I walk around with something. So, listen, if they choose that for themselves, who am I to say, oh my God, that is self-mutilation, and anybody that encourages them to do this is not a good person, and we need to save them. Them I look on you with the something in a bunker to leave me alone. I love this. But brother, 2 holes in your jaw, them, you can't drink a cup of tea, it will spill out right after before you swallow it. I don't care. This is, okay, it's the same thing. If she chooses that for herself, who are we to say anything else? Now she been trying to hide for a while, but you know what? Jamaica is a special place. She's been trying to hide for a while, but now she come out front and center, and we can see her clearly now. I think I was one of the first persons who found a picture, an actual picture of her, because people did see her on a granny video, and everybody was like, SouFlo, please, like, find where her face them. I want to see her who this. And I found it, right? It's in one of the older videos when we first covered this. But now her face is all over the place now. She could become the symbol of resilience, a true symbol of till death do us part, and for better or for worse. And she can say, listen, this is the worst. Now think about this logically. She can say, this is the worst, but I'm sticking by him. I'm standing by my man, because this is what love is. And the goal is to get past the worst. You don't run and leave somebody when they're at their worst. And right now, George is at his worst, but I still love him. Isn't that what it's supposed to be? I know, say if me raise my hand and lick brains like that, she probably got throw hot water upon me, burn me up. Probably I figure run because she'll try to stab me up or something like that. But she's not one of them kind of woman there. I don't know how that, like, y'all get to that place where it's okay to be somebody's punching bag and beating stick on, and you're cool with that. You're cool with that. And even when the world sees it, and I tell us a lady, leave our business alone. That was the official message from them anyways, is that we are together, we're working our issues out, please leave our business alone. I said the audacity and the nerve. The audacity and the nerve. I saw a post one time on social media, I'm sure y'all seen it, where it said your mother, something like your mother is home praying for God to protect you and something, and here you are, tell a man about choke me harder, or strangle me and choke me harder, or something like that. It's a strange and paradoxical thing. Good for her. XAce99X says, SouFlo, you need to check out a song from King Obstinate from Antigua. It's funny on the same subject. On the subject about beating, is he on? Well, I can't even play people's stuff on here because once I do, them give me the copyright infringement. They'll give me a copyright infringement if I even pull it up. But I'm going to go check it out, though, after this. I might be able to splice it for tomorrow and, you know, play a little part and then send the people them. You need to go check out the UIC third political party. I actually covered that on SouFLoTV and spoke to the head of that party live, on a live, where he explained to us what the third party is about. Because people did I said, JLP not do nothing for it. BNP not do nothing for it. Natalie, you're Natalie, but brains not violent. So you will say no, no, but really, she's not violent. She's how should I put this now? She's not violent. She's Brains is, how should I say it? She will defend herself. That's to be politically correct right there. She will defend herself. She's not to be played with. She will defend herself, like, quickly too. So hey, listen, you see me? I'm a strong man, right? So my woman gotta be strong. The problem with that is, you see, you don't get to determine how strong woman should be. So if you're a strong man that desires a strong woman, you just have to learn how to deal with a strong woman. It takes some learning to deal with, but she's a strong woman. Yeah, I'm talking about strong in all ways. Physically, mentally, she's just a strong woman. So, hey, for those who can't handle it though, you know, I'll be at the breaking point. I've been there. You want to pack a scandal bag with 2 shirts and a box and a pair of socks, not even shoes, that's cut. Yeah, I've been there. But we're there, same way. But no, but she's not to be played with. Brenda don't beat up. Hey, somebody said that on one of the videos about, yeah, typical Jamaican relationship. I bet SouFLo kill brains with lick behind the scenes and then them come out to act like they're, listen, let me reiterate for you real quick. I've never said we were perfect. But one thing that don't go on around us up, nobody not drip up and beat up nobody around here. Me not take no lick from no woman. And man, if you think you gotta beat me as a man, man, get out of my sight. That's not even, this is a king at up on a higher level. You see? But at the same time, and it's the same thing for her. So if I feel like I have to be with a woman where I have to go drag her and beat her, then I'm past those stages by many years in my life. Like, we're not dead, so that not happen around us. Arguments, yes, and that's okay. You argue it until you get it right. You see me? You talk it out and argue it out and do the silent talk and the all the other stuff until you get it right. That's life, right? Different styles of communication, different people. Listen up. This togetherness thing, you see. I tell a lot of people this: don't get married, man. If you really not down for putting in work. It's much easier to be single. It's much easier to date because you have choices. And when you date, you can easily be like, okay, that's not going the way I want it to go. And that, start with something else. That no work, you know. You can juggle them even, as long as you let everybody know. And in this society we live in today, some people don't care if you are dating like 3, 4, 5 of them, as long as you let them know and you're not trying to trick nobody and them kind of something there. You know, you have people that will roll with it. So for the brothers out there, you can actually find yourself with 3, 4 women that actually really know about each other and they're willing to share you. Just don't go down the marriage route and start talking about you're monogamous and you're being faithful, and then she catch around this with Keisha and then around this with Susie, and cause war broke out, especially if you're with a Caribbean woman. Especially, you notice me never said Jamaican, you know. I said especially if you're with a Caribbean woman. Now, especially if you're with a Jamaican woman. Don't do it. Just keep it on the straight and narrow. And live to see tomorrow. So the thing go, leave it to the police. Polygamy, DMAC, polygamy works as long as everybody is on the same page. That's the thing. Brains there, so me not take no beating, just know that. And he isn't it. Definitely. No beating thing now, brother. So some women to blame sometimes as well. They just can't stop cause war. Listen, me just said that. There are women out there that will purposely provoke. I've seen it. I've seen it many times. I'm over there watching people argument and me a flinch because I know the kind of man that man is. I can't vouch for that man. I don't have his personality, mindset, nothing. Me just know how him stay. She knows how he stay too because I fear man that. And she's been with him for a while. And I've watched these people argue. Many different places I've been. I've seen it in the US. I've seen it in Jamaica multiple times. And them poke and them pry and they know what they're getting to. That they know where this is gonna end because it ended the same way the last 72 times that she did it. So it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. It becomes something that they actually start to like and are addicted to. Yes? With them kind of people that we just stay out of them way. I stay out their way. Go on, she did that talk about you can't do me nothing. You smell like when Tyram goat and that's it nonsense. Next thing you hear, poof. I think you let me. I saw that coming. I was ducking from the first couple of words you gave out. I was already, because I don't want to lick fly over yourself. And I'm not jumping in nobody's fight to save nobody. I deal with law enforcement. I tell people that all the time. 911. If I'm in Jamaica, it's 119. I'm not coming in the middle of your thing. Them I talk about big man like you did that day. You met the man and beat up the woman like that. And you never jump in and said, nope, I didn't. I was one of them that was like this. Yes, officer. Oh, yeah, that was no, it was all right. It was all right. Why am I fling the thumb them so much? I don't know if I left all right. She getting everything. Wanna hurry up. All right, I think she ever make it. I need that. And then stay over there. And if y'all fight long enough, I will turn around the camera and try to catch some footage that might help you in the court of law. Other than that, don't expect for me to jump in on nobody, nothing. I will speak about it on social media, ladies. If he's aggressive towards you, like him want to beat you, run. If you this, that, and the other, run. If you that, don't be with a man with the this and the, I'll speak all that. But when time gonna catch up in my face, don't expect me to be nothing like, oh, you're big until you could have well go in there. No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Me say one little stab kill big man. I've seen people jump in people's fight, and the woman who was getting beaten and the man who was beating the woman both turned on the person that was trying to save the woman because the man did a beat her. He might think say you come take away him woman and take away his relationship. He's already insecure because it's a woman you beat. And that's the thing too. If you're with a woman that you gotta beat, you will never be secured in your mindset. Because nobody really wants to be beaten. She'll be like, I want something different now. I'm tired of get thumping on me, I have to put on makeup to cover it. Tired of get kicking at the back of my head, I have to comb down my hair upon the big cocoa them and go to work feeling like, so me want something different. And there's gonna be somebody out there saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, beautiful and all this other stuff. Man, why you go through all that? Stop whispering our ear sweet and thing, and before you know it, you either share her or lose her. So people in those relationships are usually very on guard. Like me I get bun. Me know me I get bun. And then probably not even I get no bun, you know. Me know me I get bun because of how you treat your partner. Every sane person knows that if you treat somebody, some other sane person, in a messed up way, that you're going to either have to share them or you're going to have to prepare to lose them. I just say go. It's one or the other. You have to either have to share them or you can prepare to lose them. So they're paranoid. This is not your friend. That's your boxing partner. Although she don't throw back too many punches, you know, and then every now and then for trying not to get the lick them. Like, you like that? You like that? As Shensia said, run. You see, you tell them to run, and them run down the altar. Told her to run and she run gone to the altar. Me never say run go on no altar. Me say run. I said don't matter if you have to leave. Remember, I said don't matter if you have to leave everything. Run. You can replace material stuff. Run. Don't start thinking about, but I'm gonna work and I want to leave, but my favorite dress. I have to go back to my favorite dress. Oh, my pair of Gucci shoes, then I have to go back in our house for that. And just run. That's all I told her. I said, even if you have to leave everything, run. She left and run, gone right down the altar. Front page, news, getting married. How you go from getting beaten in public with a sitting stool, enough box and thing, drape up, and look like him that use our shirt triangle and everything. How you went from that to marriage on front page? The Lord said so. Because they went to church after, so the Lord must have said so. Me can't figure out any other reason why. If a woman beat me like that in public, you're not going to hear say, I'm going down the aisle with her next. That would be a next never marriage. This a woman you're going to run. You have to clarify when you're telling them to run, because apparently a lot of them don't know which direction to run in. And when you say run, them just take off, run, gone down altar. See that? She's hey man, I fear our business enough. And poverty is a hell of a thing. I don't know what her qualifications are. I don't know what she have going for herself and all these things. If she is someone who can stand independently, she have her business, or she have her degree and her career field, or she has her trade and skills, and she can tell a boy, so move on, go ahead. Raise which hand, come out. I don't need nothing. I don't know if she's one of those kind of women, or if she's a kind of woman that really don't have anything going for herself, kind of thing, and she has a child that's not his, you know. And not some women get very excited when them and them pitney get accepted by a man, especially if it's a man with money and status. Yes, baby girl, we hit the jackpot now. A good school, you go now, you know. A good house we are gonna live in now, you know. Yeah, fridge full of food now every time. AC all day, cold when they got out the door. No used to them something there. So we don't know. We don't know. The lady probably very well has her everything. I don't know. I'm just saying, these are the different reasons why people stay in these situations. But run, see there, Scooby Gaza, see him so. You say run them, run, gang off picnic. If you see him a bit like the other one. A couple months ago, she was on the same Gleaner. If you follow Gleaner on Facebook, Gleaner on Facebook have the video them. So if you and you see the girl in she's saying me have to hold up my belly cause I'm cut out my belly. Now listen to this madness, you know. Me have to hold up my belly cause I'm cut out, slice out her belly, you know, her intestines is falling out, you know. She a hold up her intestines and a running, you know. And the man a stab her while she a run. See? She got away. Is the same girl that said, I don't want to press any charges and I don't want to waste the court's time and I want to leave it right here and only need to come out of my business and I'm pregnant and I'm having his baby. Listen. Hi, hello. This is not a man that said him feel like him will stab you. This is not a man that said, hey girl, no mind me lick you down. The man jump out of the bush for you for real. Run you down and stab you up for real. Slice out your belly for real. Me over here tell you if you run. You mean to tell me say you run go breathe for him? My girl and that you run me say. It's not that run I was talking about. I was saying run the other way. Like get as far away from him as possible, run. You see? So Scooby, yeah, them all run go have baby. Them run go get married. To the same, me have to laugh. We have to take serious thing, make joke. To the same person. Now, how mad is that? How insane is that? And they tell everybody to leave us alone, come out of my business. I said, this was the lady who a few weeks ago, because she got hospital and lay up in the hospital bed for how long and them stitch her up and fix her up. She said the doctor said I was lucky, you know, because when we first go in there, the doctor said, me might end up with a colostomy bag, you know, a shit bag. Yeah, might end up with one of them there. I said, Jesus Christ, God Almighty, please, don't let me end up with no shit bag. Me not be too young for that. Me not want them something there. And one time everything work out, so me not have to get the shit bag. So you're good. So me can go back to him now. Me perplexed. Me not get it. Me not get it. Me not understand it. I said, if the man raise him hand, muscle up himself like him all lick you, run. This is when a man run her down, stab her up, cut out her belly. That's way past when I told you to run. You now listen. That gone way past when me did I tell you to run. I was telling you to run from him go so. Take quick. Look on him face. No, the face don't look right. It look like him have a next person in them. Chip off, gone. Because you don't want that next person to come out on you. Right? She gonna run her down, stab her up, cut out her belly. I saw her on the video. She said I had to be holding up my intestines. Can cut out my belly, you know, my intestines, them inside that fall out. And I run, I said, Jesus Christ. She go down to the police station. She says, I want him free. I retract everything I said. I was lying. She said people get in on my head and did I tell me if he said this and I tell me if he said that. When I know so it really did go. No man. No man. Tashana Mighty, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Beverly Johnson said he only has to raise his hand or flex his body and I'm gone. Errol G said, run, 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 don't turn back. If you turn back, there will be another attack. No, enough of them turn back. And when they turn back, it's some good sex and some makeup and I'm sorry, babe. And them go back just for that. And then a couple of weeks later down the road now, I see him thing again. Koof, boof, baff, quiff. And she run and she go back again. There ain't nothing no work that. But who are we to fight for them if them don't want to fight for themselves? If them telling you to leave my business alone, come out of my business. These aren't children. These are grown people. If people abuse children and you see them abusing the children, you have all right. Jump in, fight, all that for the picnic. Come off of the picnic. Come on, I know you're a picnic, a people picnic. For picnic, you can do that for kids. For these grown people, I don't know what to tell you. I'm watching just like everybody else. I am amused. I am amazed. I don't know what word to use. Because it's like watching a train and you know that the train are gonna wreck, but you're like, Aziva P says, yes, Caribbean Americans say if he don't beat just a little, he don't love me too. I think it's some type of trauma from young and normalization from young experiences that carry into adulthood. And some of the women won't say it. Some of the people won't say it. Not even just the women, the men. A lot of us are traumatized and we won't say it. Like we really need somebody around with us to argue with. Let's not make it just about the women because dysfunction is on both ends. Some man not staying with a woman if she not take lick. Now tell you that. He might say out his face he wants a woman that's calm and all that. That's probably what his more developed self is saying in his subconscious. But what in reality he really wants, Jacqueline Dixon, thank you so much. In reality, what I appreciate you, Jacqueline. In reality, what him really want is a woman where it's like a tegering. Yeah, him have to go run her down. He must go search up our phone. He must go anytime him get a woman will come home 7 days a week to you, our phone left unopened, or you know the code, you can go draw it up anytime. All social media is available to you. She not have nothing to hide from you. She not doing nothing out the way she is on track. That is like my kind of girl. That no, and same thing for a lot of these women who talk about she want a man that this and he doesn't do that and this. She said that, but that's probably what she desires long term. It's somewhere in our subconscious. It's the cliche thing to say, but what she want right now, her spirit and her now action says differently. It says she want a man will drape her up every now and then. She want a man will argue back with her when she decides to argue at the top of her lungs for 30 minutes straight. She want a warring partner and these things. So these people invite this stuff into their life, man. Are grown people. Them are not a picnic. They know exactly what they're doing and they're enjoying it. Our worst part is when you try to advocate for them, fight for them, them tell you about come out of my business. Oh, it's a farce. Eh? Oh, some of them say, SouFLo, you're coming like a big girl. You have to chat about everybody's business. So come out of my business, man. Wow. Okay. Well, if you want to cut up and stab up and that's your business. It definitely is your business. And I will come out of it and watch from the sideline like everybody else. And then I will just be a commentator on your business. But let me clear this up. When I say run, I didn't say run down the aisle. When I say run, I didn't say run back the breed field. When I say run, I meant run away. Go away from and stay gone from. Right? We know what the end result of all these usually end up being. Serious injury or death. Unless somebody really, really change. It's going to take two. Let me say some serious stuff right now. Listen to this, right? If that is in your life, in your relationship, it's deep. It's deeper than the person that's doing all these things and that you're with. It's deep personally for you because some part of you invited that in. You know, some people are so well adjusted that wouldn't even cross their doorway. Some people are so well adjusted and well balanced that they can spot that from a mile away and shoot it down. You're not coming this way. I'm not into that. Me see what you bring. Then there are others who invite this in and keep it there and entertain it. And then when it escalates, them want to ball out, Lord Jesus Christ, why? So it's a personal thing. You have to go in you and figure out what is it in me that attracts this. So you are to be blamed at some level. As long as you're not a child, you're a human being that's grown adult, you are to be blamed at some level as well. Me not do the victim thing, you know. I don't play victim card at all. Everybody plays their part. You understand? Them kidnap you? No? You mean them never shackle you or tie you up and carry you go? No? Also, you willingly went into that situation? Yes. Okay. As an adult, like a grown people age, you do that? Yeah, man, 20-something or 30-something or 40. Okay. So you did want that in your life then? Yeah, but me not want it again. Or me never think it go so bad. Or whatever the case may be. They invite that. You invite that. If it's in your life, some part of you want that in your life. Nobody look for other people and keep blaming other people about can't stand her and the relationship just done and yo, I'm done with this. You have to look for yourself too. Else you will continue to make the same mistake. You will leave that one day and find somebody else who's just like that or even worse. And you will continue. You got to find out in you what happened to me. What part of me is this that's entertaining this, that's attracting this? You know, like the woman them that said no good man no out there, the whole of them are the same. That's one of the most turn-offish things to ever hear a woman say for me, but because they're not. It's just like a brother would say, all women are the same, the whole of them cheat, every woman have 2 men, blah, blah, blah. And you know, you're like, no, all men are the same, the whole of them are dog, rare. No, they're not. you keep on choosing the same stuff, and you've been doing it for so long that you start to think that shit, everybody must be like this. But they're not. You just haven't ran into somebody who isn't like that. And probably when you got somebody that wasn't like that, you probably made them like that. And then people get uncomfortable when they're starting to have to step out. Some people will bend you out of character, you know. That's why it's important to understand who you're with and to make sure who you're getting with is somebody that's not going to bend you out of character. We adapt to survive. That's how humans work. That's why a man who said, I could never kill nobody, I would never kill anything. You put him in a situation, is a murderer. We adapt to survive. So you have to watch who you're there with, because people will bend you way out of character. And then other people who have known you for a while will be like, nah, sir. All that I'm hearing about, nah, can't be. I've known him since he was like 4 years old. I've known him since he was 4 and he's 40 now. Never, ever, no. The person when I'm there with now bend him way out of character. Because you know how it goes when emotions get involved, and yeah, when the heart is involved. Them say all is fear and love and war, remember? The VHS Entertainment says, think you should do an update on them and find out where them at now. Is it true that they want to treat you like the one who treated you bad? Is it true that they want to treat you like the one who treated you bad? Like the one who treated them bad? MP65 says, in spite of all the furor, she is ashamed. I have seen it in my family. I do believe that this is a matter of economics. I could be wrong, but money and lifestyle kept my cousin within the beatings. And it's so for many. Poverty is not a nice thing, you know. And especially when you start to get older, you might be young and be able to say, yeah, I'm going hold on for the tin mackerel and the white rice, you know. And people are saying, so what's wrong with that? There's something wrong with it when you have to eat it 7 days a week, though. And you get tired of it. You want some steak, shrimps, and lobster sometimes. You want some good life, because we live in a world now where social media shows you everything that's going on. And you feel left out. Me live down by the banana tree round and one park down there, so where truck, bus, and car don't even go. Life is not good for me. The one pair of boot, the heel lean up so till, you know, and then you have an opportunity now through somebody that you can deal with to change life on a financial level. Some people not passing that up. Now, then we take the little beating that come along with that. And not some, a lot. A lot. There's a whole lot of people out here doing a lot of strange for a little bit of change. A whole lot of people. A lot of strange for a little bit of change. And that little bit of change, there is a lot to them. Yeah. So, man, just know, sir, if it's in your life, you invited it there. All right? Remember that. And you play a part. You play a part. As an adult with an intelligent mind, all of you, there's nothing in your life that you're not a part of. I mean, not talking about like, well, hell, even that. I was going to say not talking about like diseases and whatnot, even that. It's action and consequences. The universe work like that. You eat a whole bunch of foolishness, next thing you know, you're sick. Your body start breakdown. You start have this and you have that and you have this and you have that. Same thing. You stuck in a cycle of abusive relationships, and you starting to think all men are the same, because the last 7 when me did turned out to be exactly the same. The next one that came, that hugged me and said he would never leave me and he loved me and he's going to show me what love really is, and now him end up being worse than the other 6 before him and all. So you start to get that mindset, and once you're stuck in that place, then that becomes you. Messed up part is being with one of those. I heard somebody say you will never know what hurt is until you try to love a hurt person. I would add to that and say you will never know what love is what hurt is until you try to love a hurt person that hasn't healed. And you know, we talked about that already, don't? Like, hasn't healed? Everybody probably been hurt. Man, I get hurt from grade school when your little girlfriend go kiss the next boy up on him jaw. And then, and then you go into other kinds of hurts. Everybody been hurt at one point or another. But who has healed versus who hasn't? Who's healed and who's stuck in a cycle of hurt? That's two different things. See? So the ones that stuck in a cycle of hurt, you fall in there and, oh, I love this person, is so beautiful, I just want to love them and be with them. And next thing you know, you're with a person that's been hurt many times, many times. That person is not going to treat you like you're the best thing ever. They might momentarily, but then they're going to revert back to what is here. And what is here is a learned cycle of hurt. That's when them start look on you like, you ain't special. You just like every other one. You know, you're easy to walk away from. You, me can tear you up and dash you away and go get the next one. That time you are the best thing whatever happened to them so far enough. Like that kind of stuff. So you won't even recognize when good comes in your life. You will even take that good and start to destroy that good. So self-healing, self-knowledge and self-healing, them that important first. But we don't do that. We just move on to our next relationship. The best way to get over somebody is to get under next somebody and then kind of something down. We just keep it moving. And you know, you don't have time to heal. You don't have time to fix yourself. You don't have time to even realize what really took place in that last relationship. You're just in a new situation. And it's helpful to some point, kind of therapeutic, because you're hurting so much from investing so much into that and lose that. Now you're over here and somebody's showing you these new experiences. There's a new smell. There's a new wine. There's a new stroke. There's a new everything. Is a new touch. Is a new this. Is a new vibe. And that becomes so exciting. You know, it's like you're a drone and you look up and you see that two blade of grass. And the two blade of grass is worse if them help you to float. You know, two leaf. Worse if they help you to float. Is that, oh, I'm out of the hurt. I'm find something new and exciting and it's filling, and then until the real it settles in. How you know a relationship go? Relationships start out exciting. And then when it settles and the honeymoon phase goes, and then the real you now come back around because you've been hurt and hurt and hurt. You start to abuse the person who is there to actually love you. You know? Please remember that this week is the Olympics. People, get the pot covers ready. Really? All right. 17. We got 3 more minutes on here. So Brain said, please remember that this week is the Olympics. Oh, I got to go to the gym right now. I'm back in the gym. Boy, I don't know. We work out for 1 week and then we swear say everything changed, don't we? We eat foolishness and been on lockdown for over a year, and we work out for 1 week and start feel yourself. You're like, yeah, feeling good right now. Everything's changed. I'm on a workout regimen. I'm eating right and all that. It's a struggle. Plus, you know me, I get old, so my body cramp up the least little thing me try do. But me I go to gym anyway. Let's see what me can do. Some man said, don't say go gym SouFlo. We not go gym. Why for that? We got Shirley. We got Girly. I don't know why Jamaican people are like that. It's beer wife for almost everything. Everything I say. Yo, me I go to gym and I go get a good workout. Me I go get a good workout down at gym. Whoa, wait, what? Yo, dog, the man say I'm gonna get a good workout at gym. Gym will work him out good. Why? 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 I learned that from my people. Jamaicans are the most festive ever, I swear. But say, yo, I'm gonna take everything to our next level. You mean me can't say gym? I did gym, me I go, why? Yo, brother, stop. Just stop the gym, man. Just work with the thing, man. When you go back around, you Yankee people, you can't say gym. Round us, so don't do that, man. Just work with the thing. See? We got on a girly, we got on a shirt. Use a woman name, just use any girl name. But you're not going to go to gym, go get workout, brother. Oh, God. Hey, have y'all been watching Wait, something name again? Be wait, Orville expressions. Me talk about too much things at once. But y'all know Bartender. When I watch Bartender, because Bartender gets festive, you know, I think it's ended by now and something new should be coming up soon. But the last couple of series, for those of you who didn't watch the whole series, shame on you. But go and go watch it, and you're gonna thank us later. For those of us who been watching it, yeah, me I got on a gym. For those of you who've been watching it, then you know, so the last couple, I don't know. I'm trying to learn to actually edit. This is off bar. I'm trying to learn to actually edit like Orville does. Me don't know what me have to go ask the brother what him use, because at one scene, there was a scene where five, you know, the five in there. I got through some things because our father is an obia man, and our father said, I'm gonna make the ancestors show you, or the spirits them show you. And it's like 1 minute she get licked down on the ground and she spread out, and then she get up off the ground, and the next minute she in the mirror. And I'm watching the thing, right? And it's like me I watch a blockbuster Hollywood big budget film, cause see me and she get me I said, me I like grab myself like blockbuster. That one that drip me feel like I was in it. I feel like I was in it. But shout out to him for his creativity, man. And the thing about Bartender 2 is it's gotten better every episode from me start watch it till now. I'm genuinely like, when it's done, I'm like, come on, Arville, man. Bless you with like an extra series or a something. When something have you like that, you know say it good. So may I share the thing, and for those of you who've been watching it, you know what I'm talking about. For those who aren't watching it, it's called Bartender. Okay, it's on Expressions JA on YouTube. You have to go check it out. You have to go check it. Me not lie, the acting bad on every level, all of them. I'm so in it. I'm like, and because it's Jamaican by Jamaicans in Jamaica, then I'm extra really in it, and I'm traveling vicariously. It's all nostalgic and everything. I feel like me there yard. I feel like me in the middle of them something. And this is my conversation too. Dog bet, where I do? Yo, left the girl alone. You know, I'll start talk to the TV and these things. 876 Roommates and The Social House. Those two. I watched 876 Roommates. Haven't watched The Social House. Telling you right now, get ready for sign off, you know. So I'm putting y'all on. Bartender. Write it down or record it or something. Bartender. If you missed the series of Bartender, go and watch it. If you didn't watch it and you stop, go catch up on the series them all the way through. Bartender. That is my favorite one right there. All right. What's the other one called? Something Brown Films. I haven't watched 876 Roommates. I started watching, and me a dead. I are deading. Me a dead a laugh after 876 Roommates. That is actually a reality show, Jamaican again, where they took all these social media comedians that are all Jamaican, put them in a one house, and they're gonna be in that one house for a certain period of time. So you have people like World Dog dep on it, and Cuz dep on it. You know, Cuz is more like not just a comedian, but a personality, a media personality, cause entertainer/entertainer. You know, King Tabby left, and I saw his interview on Nightly Fix why he left, or not, well, not why he left, but explain certain things. There's just a lot of people that on it. Can't remember the man them name right now and the girl's name right now, but all the comedians are on there. That one right there, I would advise you to go watch as well. Don't miss it. The Social House, I haven't watched yet. Don't even know who is in it. But I'm going to start watching that one just to see, and I'll give you all an update. But see there, Bartender, and that's right there. Richard Brown Films. Yes, Richard Brown Films is addicting as hell. I start watching one of this man thing, and I tell my wife, say, listen, may I eat something while we watch this? I so try to get my time in, you know, before I gotta work. Cause when me get lucky and I start work, 10 o'clock at night again before you see me like ready to sit and chill. So we'll watch that. Before me know it, 2 hour gone, 3 hour gone. We done watch 3 and 4 and 5 series. And I'm like, no man, I sit down on the couch all day and not doing nothing, and I have things to do. So it's that entertaining and interesting. Richard Brown films, well put together, high quality videos, and the themes, the topics, the lessons. You know what I say? So yes, thank you for putting that one out there as well. All right, people, listen, support your own, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. If nobody no support us, who's going to? And if we leave ours out there for others to support, then soon before you know it, them take it away and gone with it. So support your own, all right, and be proud of your own. Big up on yourself, manners and respect to each and every one of you. And then not just Jamaica, our thing there. We say one Caribbean family because we're all the same people. One love. And shout out to my African Americans who tune in as well. So far, I'm not even Jamaican. I'm not even from the Caribbean, but I watch you every day. Man, I appreciate you. And I have a love for Jamaican culture and this. Thank you so much. Because we genuinely are loving people. Till I get up on the wrong side. But not at anybody. Not true? Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful day, man. Keep a smile on your face, please. Please, please, please. Just smile out the day. Just find something today to smile about and just smile whole day. All right? Life short. Bless up. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning right here on SouFLoTV. If I start a little bit late, it's okay. I will still be here. All right? I'm out. Peace.